Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Suneel Keswani, sir. Our resource person for the day, Mr. Suneel Keswani, sir, is also there.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Namaste.
We have our Radhika ma'am, who is the head department of BCA. She's there in the video, so you can see her. And Radhika ma'am is Mr. Keswani. We will be our resource person for the day.
Namaste, sir.
Ji, namaste.
So we have all the participants who have joined in the Zoom, almost 500 plus. Many more 1,000 students are joining through the YouTube live. So once we get the official confirmation that everybody has joined, we will then begin with the program, sir.
They should also join mentally also.
Yes, sure. I think we all are looking forward to hear you. Almost 2,000 plus students are there. So, and academicians, people from various other NGO sectors, various other grassroots level NGOs, they're all part of it, and we are all awaiting to listen to you, sir.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Yeah. Welcome, Uday sir. Uday sir has just joined us, sir.
Director sir has joined. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Ma'am, Radhika ma'am, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Yes, sir.
And Rajat, good afternoon to you all.
Good afternoon.
Keswani sir, this is the wonderful opportunity for all of us, not only for the students, but we people are so enthusiastic to listen to you, sir.
Under your leadership. Under your leadership, this program has been organized.
Because
and we are together as a team.
Whenever people know that Keswani sir will be the speaker, that you are so popular, sir, I can't express in words. And a student will be highly beneficial today, and they will learn what is all about motivation, how a person can motivate to others. So that will be some, not only the tricks, but that is the genuine from heart to heart talk. You always express yourself with dil se dil tak. So this is the great thing, sir. This is the great thing.
My preparation.
And sir, about the college, this institution is so good that they followed us that we want to organize program on leadership and motivation. And the moment person initiate about the motivation, your face come to all of us that we should try and we should request Keswani sir so that he can address the audience, he can share his thought, his experience and innovative ideas as well. And as concerned to leadership, always we are looking forward to hear Ahuja sir. So tomorrow will be Ahuja sir. And again, day after tomorrow, session will be of yours. So this is the great thing. So Rajat, I think if everything is going on smoothly, then within 5 minutes you can initiate the program so that we can learn more and more things.
Sure, sir. Sure. We are just waiting for Maithili ma'am to join in the Zoom because today the participants are very extremely much more exceeding our expectations. So we have a limit in the Zoom, sir, as you are aware. So we are just trying to get ma'am on the Zoom, and once ma'am, Maithili ma'am also joins in, we will then begin with the webinar, sir. Also, like a big hearty welcome to all the students, all the very motivated students of Akilandeswari Women's College, Vandavasi in Tamil Nadu. We welcome you all. You are eagerly awaiting. I know you are all eagerly awaiting to, listen to our speaker, Mr. Suneel Keswani. We will just be starting the meeting in a few minutes. We are just waiting for everybody to join in, as we always keep a very important ideology in our development sector is that leave no one behind. So we will not be leaving anybody behind. We will want everybody to join in. So just a matter of a few minutes. Radhika ma'am, are you there? Radhika ma'am, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Ma'am, principal, also with the students, around 600 plus students have joined in the YouTube. If you can just share with those students who are not able to join in, could you please let them know they can join through the YouTube live?
Yes, sir, they can join. There is no issue, sir. But we need to connect our principal, ma'am, sir.
Yeah. I think
that is some 10 students needs to. Yes. மேம் ஐயோ மேம் மெசேஜ் போட்டுட்டே இருக்கேன், யாருமே போக மாட்டாங்க மேம். இந்த ஒரே நிமிஷம் இருங்க மேம், ப்ளீஸ் மேம். இல்லங்க மேம், இந்த வெளியில போக ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க மேம். பசங்க வெளியில போக ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க. ஒரு 10இல்ல நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பர்சன் கிட்ட இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்றேன்.
To all the participants, we are just about to join in the program. The principal of Akilandeswari Women's College, Miss Maithili, is just joining us in a minute. So I would request you just to be patient for a minute or two, and we will there be starting for the program, because we are looking for, like I said, we wouldn't want to leave anybody behind.
Hello. Hello, Selva.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
We can, good evening, Professor. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Sorry for the technical fault.
No, ma'am, that is completely fine, ma'am. It is. We are all some sort of. We are just getting proficient in.
Sorry for the delay due to me, sir.
No problem, ma'am. Like I said, I was telling the students that we have to leave no one behind, and we have to take everybody in this webinar. Yes, and you are the most integral aspect of this. You know, it's because of you that this webinar is happening.
Yes,
so, ma'am,
we will start.
Yeah, ma'am. So we are starting. So once again, apologies for the delay. And we are just starting with the program officially. So first of all, on behalf of Vishwa Yuva Kendra and Sri Akilandeswari Women's College, Vandavasi, Tamil Nadu, we welcome all the students of Sri Akilandeswari Women's College and other institutions, other NGOs, other grassroots level NGOs to this very important and very crucial program, which is the Leadership and Motivation Talk. We first of all, we welcome our honorable speaker for the day, Mr. Suneel Keswani ji, who is there. We welcome Ms. Radhika, Mr. Ramanan. We also welcome the founder and chairman, Tiruvalluvar, B. Muniratniyam. And we also welcome the secretary of the college, Mr. Ramananji. We also welcome all the board of management of Sri Akilandeswari Women's College. We also welcome the board of management of Vishwa Yuva Kendra as well, and especially to our young and energetic leaders. Though we have started late, we will also request Keswani sir that whatever he has prepared, he can share with the students, because these students are there with us, and they will be there keenly. They will be wanting to listen to you, sure, sir. So just to give you a small objective of this program, the Leadership and Motivation Talk, as we all know, leadership and motivation is an extremely important aspect of any youth or of any person. And we see how important leadership is, what it means, and what is motivation, and how do we have to be motivated, because to be a good leader, I think we need to be motivated. You know, that is the key. And we have with us, Keswani sir, who will be surely, motivating us and helping us helping us to become better leaders. Sir has always been a part of Vishwa Yuva Kendra as well. So I wouldn't take much of time. I would now request my colleague Tanishka to kindly share a small introduction about Vishwa Yuva Kendra. For all those who are not aware about Vishwa Yuva Kendra, we will be showing a very small presentation about VYK. Tanishka, over to you. Tanishka?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon to one and all present here, to our panelists, sir, to Principal Madam from Akilandeswari College, and all our participants. So before starting, I'll just give a brief introduction about Vishwa Yuva Kendra. So Vishwa Yuva Kendra was established on 10th August 1961 by then President of India, Dr. Zakir. And we have very recently celebrated our 59 years of our hard work and dedication in youth development and youth growth in our country. VYK has always been blessed, and it has always been supported by India's very well-known philanthropists, industrialists and politicians like Sri Morarji Desai, Srimati Indira Gandhi, Sri Naval H. Tata, Sri Ramakrishna Bajaj, and they've all been a part of our founding trustees. Hard work in building this organization has helped us grow our roots in every part of the country. Told you that Sri Morarji Desai, Ramakrishna Bajaj, Srimati Indira Gandhi, they've always been a part of our founding trustees. This is one of the glimpses where the then president, Dr. Zakir Hussain, was inaugurating the Kendra's building. The ultimate vision of VYK has been to enable the youth to acquire right knowledge, particular skills, particular techniques that would help them in their personal and social growth, that would help them to outshine not just at the level of community, but at national and international level. Its mission is to promote national integration and international understanding by promoting youth leadership and providing a forum for youth from diverse backgrounds. It is there to promote regional cooperation and exchange between people of various countries. VYK has always extended its support to various NGOs, to various CSOs, and to different voluntary organizations and also educational institutes by taking up training programs, by taking up awareness programs. Training programs include workshops, seminars, and on topics like NGO management, on entrepreneurship development, on leadership and community fundraising, resource mobilization. And these are held in collaborations and tie-up at state level, in-house programs, and at institutional level. And one of the example is today that we are having a leadership talk and motivational talk with one of the great educational institutes, Akilandeswari College. We also take up awareness programs with youth, and we are making them aware about the different prevailing social issues in our community, in our society, which they could become a change maker for, and they could combat those social illnesses from the society. VYK also has its roots in community development. We have adopted 5 slums in New Delhi, which are very well equipped with the health centers, with the vocational training centers, with youth development camps, with awareness, regular awareness and sensitization drives are being held there in the slum. I would like to share some of the images, some of a glimpse of our programs that have been held at state level, at in-house level, and also at educational level, so that you all could understand of what exactly Vishwa Yuva Kendra has been doing.
Tanishka, we are not able to hear you. Tanishka? We are not able to hear you. If you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, Tanishka, please go ahead. Tanishka, please go ahead. Rajat, please.
About Vishwa Yuva Kendra, she was as she was showing a brief glimpses about our various activities. So now, before I hand over the the session to Dr. Maithili, I would just like to say that Akilandeswari College and Vishwa Yuva Kendra in this college to grow in a very, very vertical and horizontal way, and she wants her students to get each and every privilege that all the other privileged colleges of our country get. So, ma'am, we thank you, ma'am, for giving us this opportunity. And like I always say, your college is an example for us, and we because of the commitment that you are showing to us through this program, ma'am. So, Miss Maithili, I would now request you to kindly share a small profile about Sri Akilandeswari College,
yes,
ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. Is it audible, sir?
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Sorry, first of all, let me ask apology from Vishwa Yuva Kendra for delaying the program exclusively because of me. For that, please excuse me, sir. And you have given only 5 minutes. I don't think that 5 minutes is enough for me to brief about my college. But my college started in the year 1995. We have entered into 26th year. We have completed our silver jubilee. Now we have entered into 26th year. And we have 2F status, 12B status, permanently affiliated to Tiruvallur University. And we got A grade in NAC re-accreditation. So quality-wise, our college is growing day by day, sir. And I should, first of all, let me thank Mr. Udaya Shankar ji and Thomas sir and Tanishka and the resource person of the day, Suneel Keswani, for selecting our college to give this wonderful topic that is called motivation. In this pandemic situation, motivation is very much important, and the speaker, the way in which, the moment we see him, automatically motivation is coming to us. So that such type of very good personality we have today as a resource person. And to brief our college profile, that is college buses are, we are offering 10 UG courses, 8 PG courses, 3 MPhil courses and 3 PhD courses in biochemistry, microbiology and commerce. College, we have 32 buses. In those routes, we even where private and government buses are not available. Students are picked up from their doorsteps, and that ensures safety to the women students. The bus facility have paved way for rural students to have higher education without any hindrance of transport facility. Our college is sprawling with elegant buildings, adequate number of classrooms, well-equipped laboratories, digitalized library, free Wi-Fi facility throughout the campus, restroom, health center, well-equipped English lab, well-furnished hostel inside the campus, media-centric learning system, NPTEL IIT Madras and Spoken Tutorial IIT Bombay, virtual labs and Vyas Live channel are introduced in curriculum. Personality development program, leadership program, student counseling program, women development program, and employment and sports activities are also conducted to make our students highly demanded in the employable market. Opportunities are created through placement cell by way of conducting campus interviews in assistance with leading companies such as TCS, HCL, Wipro, and HP. Today, many of our students are placed in higher positions. Free NetSet coaching classes are also conducted both for staff and PG students. Our college is recognized as local chapter for NPTEL IIT Madras and Nodal Resource Center for Spoken Tutorial IIT Bombay. MOUs are signed with Refsin Bioscience Asset or Bhaskar & Co. Golden Jubilee Biotech Park for Women's Society, Silverbuds Learning Center, and also that is Space Foundation India. With the blessings of Goddess Sri Akilandeswari and Swami Abhenanda, our college is continuing its journey to achieve the goal for which it is started. And before that, before concluding my a short brief introduction about our college, there is a saying in Tamil, Oru paanai sotrukku oru soru padam. If you wanted to test whether the part of rice is that is cooked well or not, just to test only a single grain. So I wanted to mention only one thing. In quality wise, my students or staff and students are competent both in educational wise and also in technical wise, where one of a rural girl, Tamil Chelvi from third final year computer science, amongst 1,000 applicants, she was shortlisted into 10 members. And she had been to Delhi and she had presented her presentation that is in Hyundai company project. And her project was selected as the first project, and she got a seed capital of 7,50,000. See, a rural child at Vandavasi is able to compete with 1,000 students throughout India, and she is bagging the first prize. It is mainly because of the support extended by our chairman sir as well as our secretary sir. Chairman sir is a traditional leader and our secretary sir is a modern leader. When these two leadership styles are combined together, it is the reason why my college is growing day by day. So with these few words, once again, I take this opportunity to thank Vishwa Yuva Kendra for sharing their knowledge for the upliftment of my rural children. Because if such type of colleges are not there, higher education would have become myth. But it has become reality because PhD course, if my child is entering into UG level, she can complete PhD and they can come out. So this sort of things are happening. Not only academic side, but also beyond syllabi activities, my children are very, very effective. Even in online exam, my college, my students bagged 90th rank in the national level ranking system in IIT, NPTEL courses. So to that extent, it is, I'm very proudly saying before our resource person that my children are very, very competent, sir. Though they are rural children, they have the competency at global standard. And we need your support. We need your counseling. We need your guidance, sir. And above all, we need your motivation. They are lagging because what they think they are belonging to a rural area. They cannot come up. But we are trying, and we are motivating them. But a resource person can give his, share his practical knowledges, practical experience, so that I think my children will be motivated. With these few words, once again, I have to mention about Radhika and Selvakumar and Suguna, who are all with me. And particularly, I should special mention about Thomas sir. He is such a dedicated, committed person I have ever seen in my life. When such persons are there, everything will come to my college. So with this few words, I take this opportunity to thank all the noble minds and resource persons. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. And like you said, ma'am, the students are coming from rural background, ma'am. I think it is the youth from the rural background who are shining in this country and who are making India proud all over the world, you know. So like I said, your college and other such colleges like this will not be left out. And as Vishwa Yuva Kendra, it is our priority to work with grassroots level institutes, to work with various other institutions, and we will continuously do that, ma'am. So I will just take a minute before our speakers has the session. It is just very important announcement before we start the session. I would just request all the participants who are there through the Zoom. This is first of all through the Zoom. I would request you to kindly, we have the question and answer box in the Zoom in the Zoom webinar. So I would request all the students who have any clarification or have any questions to Mr. Suneel Keswani regarding his session, you can put all your question answer in the question answer box. I would request especially this to be put in the question answer box. All your other comments, all your other feedback can be put in the chat box. Same way in the YouTube live. As we know, the program is being live through YouTube live as well. So we would request you if you can put your questions on YouTube live as well in the comments box, and you can also share your comments in that. It will be really great. In between the program, we will be sharing the feedback link for the program, because it is extremely important to get your feedback, and that is how we will improve for our further webinars as well. We will be also sharing the certificate link, the Google e-certificate link. I would request all the students who are on Zoom as well as on YouTube, we will be sharing that link to kindly click that for the certificate as well. I would also request all the students to kindly join to the Vishwa Yuva Kendra through the Telegram group and also through the WhatsApp groups. And I would kindly request not to repeat yourself in different groups, and kindly keep yourself to one particular group. And I would also like to share, please put your feedback, please share your thoughts on social media as well, on the Vishwa Yuva Kendra social media, Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. And these are the basic instructions, sir. Now I would now come to the most important part of the day, where everybody is waiting to listen to our speaker of the day, Mr. Suneel Keswani, sir. So once again, we welcome you from the bottom of our heart to give you a very small introduction about Mr. Suneel Keswani, sir. I think this bio is a very small bio because he has worked for numerous years. So Mr. Suneel Keswani is a versatile scholar and a trainer. Mr. Keswani has co-founded Leadership Avenue, an online life skills series under the theme Reset Zindagi. For the last 27 years, he is actively involved in conducting training and development programs, workshops in major management and communication areas, and life skills in lead companies, and is a visiting faculty to a number of premier B schools, universities, and professional institutes like ICAI, ICSI across Pan-India. So it gives us a big privilege on behalf of Vishwa Yuva Kendra and on behalf of Sri Akilandeswari Women's College, Vandavasi, Tamil Nadu. So we welcome you, and the platform is all yours, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rajat Thomas, for your very kind words. It's really my privilege and honor to address this august gathering of students and teachers and the academic leadership from the prestigious Akilandeswari Women's College for the first time. I always have the highest respect for those institutions which endeavor to empower the women of our country, and your college happens to be one of them. You are very fortunate as dear students that you are a part of such legacy which helps you to rise and shine. It's very prideful to know from Principal Madam Dr. S. Mithali ji that since 1995, when your college was first established, and till date, it has made possible so many countless number of thousands of ladies to be completing their graduation or PG or MPhil or PhD. And moreover, your college is now being ranked as A-grade ranking institution by the NAC authorities. This, to my knowledge, is absolutely amazing. Amazing. It's not alone that you have chosen this college. It's not alone that you have chosen this college. This college has also chosen you. Destiny. Jia, destiny brings across people to meet. Today, we are also meeting on this online platform because we were destined to meet. Lord Buddha once said, once the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And once the student is truly ready, the teacher will disappear. Come to think of it, the greatness of what Lord Buddha said. Today, I'm in front of you as a faculty, or you can say as a mentor, as a coach, as a guide. But if you really ask me, I love to be a student entire my life. Entire my life. It is said, before you become an excellent teacher, before you become an excellent teacher, first and the foremost is you need to become a fantastic student. The best part is we can learn from each other. And that's where we can create what in management is known as win-win situation. I'll be very happy through your comments, through your questions, once I can learn from you. And similarly, once you can learn from me. At home, where I'm sitting at present, I have 2 young daughters, like your good self, to all the students present here. Believe me, I have learned so many things from them. Many things. One experience I vividly remember about my young daughter, Priya. Now she is of your age. But when she was in the play school, hardly 3 years, somehow it was very seemingly difficult for her to pronounce her name. Although we kept the name very simple, Priya. But she found it very difficult to pronounce. At that time, I don't know why. At that time, I used to consider myself as very wise. But later I realized I am otherwise. I am otherwise. So I thought, what the play school teachers will teach her, let them teach. I will tell her how to speak her name, and not only the name, I will tell her the spelling of the name also. So at that time, she was very fond of computer games. I had just brought a computer, small computer at that point of time. So she used to play all the time computer games. Very fortunate, very passionate. So what I thought, let me convert the password of the computer and put her name as the new password. So my thinking was that now whenever she will operate the computer and whenever she has to open the computer, she has to feed the password, and password happens to be her name only. So this is how she will remember the spelling of her name. And in the meanwhile, I will teach her how to pronounce her name. Now see how the tragedy of errors strikes. Over a month's time, she must have played 80 times that game. Coincidentally, after a month or so, I called one of my family friends for lunch at my place. So as it happens, whenever any guest comes at the home, and when they see small kids or young kids, kids are a strong star attraction. And as soon as my friend and his wife comes and sees this young daughter, Priya, so they say, very sweet girl, very sweet girl. So they say to her, Beta, what's your good name? What's your name? And this girl, who was now trained by me for the past 1 month, and she looks at me as if to seek my approval. And she says, as if to ask from me, shall I tell him? And I say to her, go ahead. And very quickly she says, Priya. And I am very satisfied. Thank God. At least my training comes very handy. My daughter, now after 1 month, is able to pronounce her name clearly, although she spoke very fast. But then there was a second test. I tell to my daughter, Priya, would you not tell to uncle the spelling of your name, as if to test my second lesson on her? And she again looks at me like this, as if asking me, should I tell him? And I say to her, go ahead. And she says, P, R, I, Y, A, enter. Wow. Now, this is exactly what she was doing when she was feeding the password. So while feeding the password and that to her name, what she was doing was P, R, I, Y, A, enter. So from this, I learned how good, how smart the children are. And we, as adults, can learn so many things from them. So many things from them. So I felt very happy when Principal Madam just now, few minutes back, said that our children or our students have been so good that they have found merit in the university. And one of them has also got placed in the Hyundai Motors at a package of 7.5 lakh. This is absolutely very, very prideful. I feel so gladdened at heart to see our young girls coming from simple background, rising to a level which is absolutely a national level. And who knows, tomorrow, God willing, it would also be an international level. You would be very happy to know that there are two similarities between you and me. There are two similarities between both of us. Number one, I also, like to most of you present in this online room, we belong to simple, humble families. And our lives have been built on sheer hard work. There is no shortcut to hard work. No shortcut. We have been brought up in the families who have taught us that values are more important than the valuables. No wonder in whatever we do, whether we study or give exams, whether we work or give work to others, our endeavor, our effort is always and always to be ethical. If you really ask me, this is the biggest personality trait. This is the biggest commanding thought which you can ever have in your life, to be always balanced and ethical. Secondly, one more common thing with you, and that comes as a surprise and will come as a surprise to you now. Just like you, I am also a student. Not only learning from life, but also pursuing research, that is PhD in education for the last 2 years. Some people have asked me. Some people have asked me Mr. Keswani, is it not very late now to do a PhD at this age? I replied them, as long as the word late is not attached before your name as a prefix, it's never too late. It's never too late. This is what I have realized over the years. The deeper you will go into any subject, the deeper you will go into any subject, the more you would realize you know nothing. In fact, the knowledge outside to you is 100 times more than what is inside to you. Surprising. Surprising. And this is what I said a few minutes back. We feel that we are very wise, but factually, we are otherwise. You can be overdressed sometime, but how can ever you be overeducated? You can never be overeducated. So, what you need to become is a lifelong learner till the end of your life. Because the knowledge which you see in this world is nothing else but the creation of the mind. The biggest library of the universe is in the mind. You have yet to explore the frontiers of the mind. You have yet to explore the frontiers of the mind. You hardly know anything. And that applies to all of us as seniors also present in this hall. Let me take one more example. If you measure the height and width of your eyes in centimeters, it's hardly 1 centimeter by 2 centimeter in dimensions. I mean height and width of one eye multiplied by 2. So small our eyes are. 1 centimeter by 2 centimeter. But then these two small eyes have the capacity to see the entire world. Imagine if such is the vast capacity of your eyes, what would be the potential and capacity of your mind? It can be extended to infinity. If you really ask me, your brain is a biological supercomputer. A new term for you. Your brain is a biological supercomputer. You can say hardware. And in that, your mind is a software. Once used effectively, it can produce wonders, absolute wonders. Let me show you one slide which I have brought for you. Something special. Let me show you. First, we feel very prideful. Of our great college. And rightly so, the title, Rise and Shine. Now comes the question. In the slide which is to follow now, here it is. See very carefully what is presented on your screen. It's a round object, or possibly you can say a sphere or a green ball. Now, all of you have seen this. All of you have seen it. Okay. Let me ask a very specific question now. If a triangle has 3 sides, a rectangle has 4 sides, how many sides to a circle? Let's have some replies to those who are in the Zoom session now. They can reply in the chat box. What is their answer? If a triangle has 3 sides, a rectangle has 4 sides, how many sides to a circle? Can we have some answers, some thoughts coming in your chat box? Anybody can give an answer. How many sides applicable to a circle? Madam Revati says infinite. Madam Bharati says no sides. Madam Shireen Bana says 2 dimensions, sir. Anusha Saran says 0 sides. Okay. Full sides. Okay, we are still receiving. Tanishka Madam says no sides. Rajan Kumar says infinity, sir. Oh, we are having too many answers now coming across. Very beautiful answers. Panavi says no side, 1 side, infinite, no side. Oh, wow. Infinite, 2 side. Okay, hold on. All of the answers which our worthy participants have shared. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your replies. Come to think of it, what I'm about to answer to you. Answer perhaps was not here geometrically, but perhaps holistically. I'm trying to modify your mindset in terms of answers and, most important, the thinking. A sphere or a round ball or a circle has 2 sides. Jian has 2 sides. There is an inside and there is an outside. Now you would say, wow, 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 wow. Now, what is that answer? That is an answer. For that matter, any object which is in your hand just now, it has an inside and it has an outside. Let me show you one example also of an object. This is a water glass. This glass has an inside to which it is holding the water, and it has an outside to which I am holding this glass. So it has an inside and it has an outside. Now you would say, so what? What is the learning from that? the learning is, as in the objects, any and every object has two sides, so do we as human beings also have two sides. You have an inside and you have an outside. Strong input means, here in this mind, means a strong output. So once you have to really rise and shine in life, then it's very, very important to make yourself strong from within, both physically and mentally, and even perhaps spiritually. There is a vital need for self-compassion and love. It's said, there's one very good saying which says, once you feel good, you do good. And when you do good, you again feel good. See, it starts with you. It starts with you. Once you feel good, you do good. When you do good, you again feel good. That's the line. That's the line. And that's a very strong line. That really makes the difference. Like today, at my home, when I got up in the morning, the choice of being glad, mad, or sad was with me. I chose to be glad today. Therefore, today, I feel very happy with you. I feel very happy with you. You need to say to yourself or for yourself of what you want to be rather than what you are at present. Do you get the point? You need to say for yourself of what you want to be in life rather than what you are at present in your life. Example, I always say to myself, I am a very confident person. Now, it so happens that I have always not been very, very confident, sometimes. But then I choose to say that I am confident because this empowers you. This empowers you. Like saying I'm a healthy person. Yeah, maybe good things happen to me. So more such positive statements you can always say for yourself. We can have a small trial in the chat box to those who are available in the Zoom online class. They can write in the chat box, can they say some good statements about themselves? Like I said, I'm a confident person. I'm a healthy person. Or good things happen to me. I always feel happy. So can you say some good statements for yourself? Can we have one or two examples coming from your side in the chat box? Attempt. We can quote that attempt of whatever you write just now. Like Zakia Kosar says, I'm a good listener, sir. Oh, wonderful. Good things always happen to me, Nidish sir says. Shabeen Taj says, I'm a positive person. Wonderful. I'm trustworthy, somebody says. I live to be a physicist, J. Koala says. Prabhavati says, I'm always a positive thinker. What an idea, Madam Ji. What an idea, Madam Ji. I'm a brave girl, Shireen Bano says. Sir, I'm a self-motivator for all the situations. What a brave statement. Positive-minded, I'm a self-motivated, Pavitra says. Masiha says, I believe in myself. Mohan Kumari says, believe self. I'm a brave. Even after this program, today, later in the evening, or at night before you sleep, attempt 30 positive statements for yourself as a homework. You would say this homework doesn't leave me. But this is a good homework. 30 positive statements for your own self. I can tell you from my experience, you will feel very positive. You'll feel very positive. And suddenly you will realize this is good. And even I would suggest going one step further, make a list of 30 things or category of people for whom you are grateful in life. It is something like attitude of gratitude. You would love it. Like I say to myself, while preparing this list of attitude of gratitude, I'm very thankful to my respected, all my teachers, from my school level to the college level, and even to my respected guide in PhD at present, which I am pursuing. This is amazing. See, I'm also very thankful to my respected parents and my family who have supported me in my every effort of my life. And most important, I'm thankful to the Almighty that I'm alive today and speaking to you. Is it not being thankful? So can we do one more activity, one small activity? By again our students or teachers who are present in this hall, can they write one statement about anybody for whom they are thankful in life? They feel very grateful that thanks to these people, there was a new dimension added to my life. So Geeta Patil has already started writing. She says, I'm very thankful to my parents. Nitish says, to my mentors and counselors. Kala Salvi says, I'm thankful to my respected mother. I'm very thankful to my parents, to my dad, to my siblings. Wonderful. Can we also move out of our family also and come to other categories of people or maybe institutions which have played a very good role in your life? Let us see. Let us see. So already a few good points have come across that I'm very thankful to Principal Madam and to our teachers in organizing this program. I'm thankful that this program was organized. Oh, wonderful. To my teachers, to my Lord, to our soldiers, this is very good point, to a very good point, to our respected soldiers who are guarding on the front, to our farmers who are the source of our food chain, to our corona warriors, to our corona warriors who are selflessly engaged in saving lives. Some of you are writing, Nandini writes, I'm very thankful to my staff to support me. Thank you so much for some words, sir. Now, can you think about it? So many people to thank. We are also very thankful to all our great freedom fighters who sacrificed their life to see that you and me are born in free India. Free India. You should also be very thankful that the basic requirements of life, roti, kapda, makan, I mean food, shelter, clothing, you have been blessed with through your families. You are so blessed that this great college to which you are a part of it has been founded on the pillars of empowerment, on the pillars of ethics, to make you stand tall in the society and to make you believe that you are no less than anybody else. This is very good. Even Geeta Patil says, thankful to the water, the basic source. Why not? We sometimes ignore and we take it for granted that we get 3 times food, we get water, we get oxygen, we get air. But don't forget that not any and everybody gets these. And even exceptionally few of those of your college, I mean, those students who have reached the PhD level, is it not an exception? That you have reached the highest level of being qualified? You need to be thankful to the great college and your mentors and your guide who have made it mission possible. Jia, who have made it mission possible. And this is, to my knowledge, absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. But one thing you need to observe, one caution. Never, ever compare yourself with anyone else. Never, ever compare yourself with anyone else. You are absolutely unique and great. Great. I remember a few years back, one evening, I was watching this interview show in which Mr. Khan of the Bollywood was there. And the reporter asked him, "Sir, when you were coming in the TV shows or the TV serials, and at that point of time when you were planning to go towards the cinema, or the movies. And in those cinema and the movies, there were the big time stars like Dharmender, Amitabh Bachchan ji, and many others. So how you were comparing yourself with them? So Mr. Khan gives a very good reply. He says, or he said, "Reporter sir, as far as I am concerned, I have never ever compared myself with these great stars." So then the reporter asked him, "Mr. Khan, then what exactly you have done?" He said, "I have only compared myself with myself." Interesting. I have only compared myself with thyself. I have always tried to see how I can improve from yesterday to today, and from how I can improve from today to tomorrow. What an idea, Sergio. There is a saying which says, a person who competes with herself or himself can never be defeated. But when you start comparing yourself with someone else, not good. Not good. I'll give you a demo. Even in nature also, nature means environment. Nature or environment also never teaches us to compare. Let me give you one example. Can you see the flower vase at the back drop? I'll just make a demo. Oops. Let's take this demo. You'll understand better now. These are artificial flowers. These are not real flowers. I myself don't believe in plucking real flowers. You need to understand why. If I can pluck this flower, the real flower, nobody gives me the right to do so. Why should I kill a flower? If I cannot grow a flower, why should I kill a flower? So, in my room, in my study room, just to have a pleasant atmosphere, I keep these flowers, artificial. But for the moment, for few moments, you presume that these are real flowers, okay? Just for few moments. Let's say they are from the same plant. They are from the same plant. Now, any flower, whether it's a rose flower or it's a sunflower or it's a dahlia or any other flower, they hardly have a life of 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. But even if they have a life of 1 day, this flower never compares with this flower. Never. Never. Never this flower says on the left-hand side, why your beauty is better than me. Yeah, this flower never says to this flower, why your fragrance is better than me. Never, never. Even in their one-day life, they remain happy. Happy. Even in one day. And we as human beings, we have so long a life and still we are never happy. We are never happy. Why this person has a better job than me? Comparison. Why this person got an increment? I not. Why she gets promotion? I don't. Why she has a better home? I don't. Or she has a car and I have a scooter. And this comparison goes on and on. Never indulge in that. You are all unique. You're all good because what you possess, nobody else possesses in life. And that's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of life. Ultimately, you need to be happy and joyful in life. This is the basic purpose of life, to be happy and joyful. Another example, another story. Do you all like stories? I'm sure. Everyone likes stories. There was this man who was very wealthy. There was this man who was very wealthy. And once, one of these days, he invited his friends over an evening party. So all came to his party and they were all dancing on the music. But the most interesting part is, no one knew what is the occasion, why this guy has called the party. They only knew there is a party. But for what? Nobody knew. And they were all dancing. They were all dancing. So one person took courage and asked this host who had invited all to the party at his home, "Bhai, sir, what was the occasion to call this party? Of course, we have come to the party, but we should know this party is for what?" And this guy says, "You'll be surprised to know. You'll be surprised to know that today in the morning, my 32 lakhs imported car got totally crashed in the accident." And as soon as he said that, people stopped dancing. What is he saying? That his 32 lakhs imported car got crashed in the accident and still he's having a party. But this guy says, but the driver driving the car was saved. Nothing happened to the driver. And the driver was me. And the driver was me. So let's party. Let's party. See? That's the frame of the mind. That's the frame of the mind. Where are you focusing? Are you focusing on the loss of 32 lakhs car? Or you are focusing that your life was saved in that accident? So within that accident also, the fact that you are alive, you can still be happy. Be happy. And the best part is, daily, we get such moments of joy. Even when someone meets you and asks you, even on phone, how are you? This is what they ask you. Whenever a person meets you or calls you on the phone, they tend to ask you, how are you? Don't just say to them, I am fine. I am okay. I am good. Next time, when anyone asks you, how are you? You say to him or her, I am fantastic. I am amazing. I am excellent. I am great. But for God's sake, don't say all these words together. Say one of these, not all together. That other person would totally faint if you say all the words together. So say one of them which suits you. Maybe to your personality, the word fantastic suits you, or maybe amazing, or maybe excellent, or maybe great. So choose anyone and say it. Choose anyone and say. And this is the best part. And this is the best part. So once you are so energetic, once you so feel good from inside, definitely from your face, something is exhibited, and that I'm about to show to you. Look over to this slide. Very interesting. You'll enjoy it. Here it is. See, something is moving. So what do you think that this child is trying to say to you is, smile, please. Jian, smile, please. There it is. This is what is required. Smile, please. Smile is the shortest distance between the two persons. Use it. You can smile your way to success. Smile your way to success. And that's what will make a difference. I always say to the people, why to be sad and have wrinkles on your face when you can smile and have dimples on your face? Do you get the line? Why to be sad and have wrinkles on your face when you can smile and have dimples on your face? And mind you, dimples are any day better than even pimples. So don't worry about your pimples on your face. Don't worry. As long as you have dimples of this smile, oh, it is good. It is good. And this is what I encourage. I have learned so many good lessons from this smiley ball. This is a very soft touch. Soft touch. See. Howsoever I press it, still it smiles. Still it smiles. Still it smiles. Very big lesson. Very big lesson we can learn from this smiley ball is smile in all situations of life. It is said, motion means action. Motion leads to emotions. Motion means action leads to emotions. If you notice, if you are facing a tough situation, I'm giving you a very good psychological point. If you are facing a very tough situation or a problem to solve, and you see that situation or that problem with a smile, chances are, it will be a good confidence building tool for you. Good confidence building tool for you. It gives you inner confidence that yes, you can tackle this situation. This is good. And even this acts as a stress buster. People who are happy in their life and show an outward manifestation in the form of smile on their face tend to remain healthy. They are less stressful. So what I have done, I always keep this smiley ball here, like this. So whenever I enter this room, this smiley ball reminds me, do not forget today, you have to smile. And this type of a smiley ball, I suggest you also have at your home and also on your workstation. To all those teachers present in this webinar, they should have a smiley ball on their desk. Interesting. Because this smiley ball, whenever you see, it reminds you to be cheerful. To be cheerful. And this is good. This is absolutely good. So one last sub-theme or topic which I wanted to touch today, apart from what I've shared from my life experience to you, these are nothing else but whatever I've learned in my life from good people like you. I'm very fortunate to travel the pan-India and few countries abroad on this platform of life skills, where I've taught thousands of people. And I should say that Vishwa Yuva Kendra, an organization of repute, an organization with a purpose, and an organization which has made a difference among the youth in the country, their role is very prideful to me. I have been associated with Vishwa Yuva Kendra now nearly for 10 to 15 years. And on this platform, I must have addressed to thousands and thousands of students by now. And believe me, even to those students whom I addressed or spoken to, like how I'm speaking to you now, even 15 years back, today, they have become so great youth leaders, role models, and we as teachers and your respected teachers also would feel so good to see their past student now leading the industry. This is the best reward which any teacher or a parent can get, to see their children or to see their student rise to a level which is even 20 times higher than what they are. And this, to my knowledge, is absolutely amazing. But one last thing before I close for the question answer session or any question on your part. Please do not forget one of the biggest resource at your command is time. Is time. We all know the time just now through our clocks or maybe watches. But very few of us actually understand the value of time. Daily, daily we get an equal time to be unequal. Daily getting 24 hours to spend is same for all of us. What choices we make or work we do or what we study decides who ultimately will make a difference and make her life well lived. In these small choices come decisions which we make daily are absolutely critical. Critical. Make a note of it, what I'm about to say. Whatever you are designing is ultimately designing you. Now, whether that is a bad habit or most certainly to you, it's a good habit. Do you get the intensity of the line? If whatever you are designing is ultimately designing you. Example, so that you understand better. Getting up early in the morning, doing exercise, or even studying, or reading good books, or helping mother and father at work, or healthy eating, or coming on time to the college. Don't you feel that these good habits are really framing your life? Absolutely. You are what you read. You are what you are surrounded by. I remember our great respected teacher in the 12th class, when I was clearing my school, on the last day of the farewell party, not exactly party, get together. She said one very great thing. I always take it to my heart. She says, dear students, from tomorrow, you are about to enter a new phase of your life because today is the last day of your school. So from tomorrow, you'll be new ambitions, new goals, new dreams, new directions. But please, for God's sake, remember one thing. All your dreams, all your goals, all your targets would only be achieved in your waking hours, not in your sleeping hours. So never, ever waste time. Because time is a non-renewable resource. Like the running time at present is 4:20 p.m. Just now, 20 minutes back, it was 4 p.m., 7th of October, 2020. Already it has become a case of history. I know, you know, tomorrow also it would be 4 p.m. But then we may not be together tomorrow. This 4 p.m., 7th of October, 2020 already has become a lesson of history. So when the time is passing away so quickly, why should we waste our time? Why not invest our time? I remember when I was very young, I'm still, but there's always a comparative. I'm talking virtually of your age. And especially post my qualification when I was in the company, I happened to meet this person who later went on to become my trainer, Rakesh Sharma. So in the first week, he calls me. He says, Mr. Keswani, if I have to train you, if I have to teach you, then you have to answer my one question. Your answer would decide whether I will spend my time on you or not. I say to him, ask the question. He says to me, do you read good books? At that time, I was not in the habit. In my young 20s, I was not in the habit of reading books. I said to him, do you need a frank answer? He said, yes, of course, I need a frank answer. Then I said to him, I don't read any books. I was expecting that he would say, I leave you. But then there is a difference between ordinary and extraordinary person. This trainer of mine says to me, excellent. And I look at him like this, excellent. And he says, yes, excellent. I said, how? He said, fantastic answer. This is what I expected from you. Then he says to me, Mr. Keswani, any special reason why you don't read books? And I say to him, sir, you will not understand. And he says to me, tell me. No problem. I can learn some good things from you youngsters. And then I tell him, sir, see, I'm working in this company and it's a sales company. I'm the assistant manager there. I have 4 persons who are reporting to me. And constantly we have on our head, we have pressure, sales. And plus my senior boss also puts the pressure on me that we need to have sales. Every day we are working so hard. And by the time I get back to my home, it is already 8 p.m. I am so tired that I watch the TV while sitting on the sofa. There only I have my dinner and I sleep there itself. And you are asking me that after I come back from the home, that I should read a book. Sir, I told him, sir, I have everything, but I don't have time. I'm sure this word you must have also heard, or perhaps said also. Yeah, I have everything, but I don't have time. He says, excellent answer. And I say to him, huh? Excellent? He says, yeah, excellent. He says, come near to me. And I come near to him. And he says to me, now see the turning point. He says to me, Mr. Keswani, this answer which you have given, that you don't have time, is this your achievement of life? Or is it a problem of your life? Now, you start thinking. You can never say that this is my achievement. This was absolutely a problem. And I say to him, it is a problem. He says, no problem. You keep on repeating this fact over and over again every day, and you will never have a time. Or else, there's a command in our laptop, control, all, delete. And that's where he teaches me the biggest lesson of life on time management. He says, from today onward, make it very clear, to do anything in life, you don't require time, you only require a priority. You don't require time to do anything, you only require priority number 1. Dear ladies and gentlemen, today you are present in this online webinar, not because you had extra time, because now it was declared to be the number 1 priority of yours. It is because of this priority that you are here for the last 2 hours. And so am I. So ultimately in life, it is the priority which decides the time and not the time which decides the priority. So for God's sake, don't give any excuse of such kind that I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I cannot do this, I cannot do because I don't have time. Some people even say to the extent, oh, sorry, I was not able to phone you because I hardly had any time. To make a call of 5 minutes, you don't require time. You only require priority. The other person should understand that that other person was not the priority. Therefore, this person didn't make the call. As simple as that. So if you really read a good book or if you to really study hard, if you really work for 8 to 12 hours a day, you don't need time, you only need priority. If you need to exercise for 1 hour a day, or to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning, you don't need time, you only need priority. Prioritize yourself and see the difference. Thank you. Over to our organizers, Rajat Thomas.
Yeah, so what should I say, sir? I think I am at loss of words, and it really feels really motivating, sir. I think the comments box, the chat box, you know, it is filled with appreciation. It is filled with thanks. It is filled with their ideas, with their feelings. I totally feel that today, sir, I think you have motivated the students in such a strong manner. You have maybe given them you have given the tips also how to become a good leader, and I think so I think this will create an impact. And see, this is, I think today is just the start. Like I'm saying, we still have 2 more days to go. So they say hum test, like we always talk about a test match, sir. This is just the day 1. The 2 crucial days are remaining, in which we will decide what the outcome of this program will be, sir. So we thank you, sir, once again on behalf of Vishwa Yuva Kendra, on behalf of Akilandeswari, Shri Akilandeswari Women's College, Vandavasi, on behalf of the management of both the institutions, on behalf of the students, sir. We thank you, sir, to taking out time, sir. Like you said, time is a very important. Time is very important, you know, and it for you to take out time from your busy schedules, it shows it is I think the students, yeah, it is a priority, sir. So and I hope the students have really learned, you know, have really learned. And let me tell you, it is not necessary that all the students have to learn everything in this day, or they have to learn 100%. If sir had shared 100% information, it is not necessary that you have to learn everything. Even if you learn 10%, 20%, 30%, but and even inculcate all these 20-30% things in life, in our real life from today onwards, I think it will be a real success, sir. So this is not a competition, like we say. It is not a rat race that everybody, that today whatever sir had taught, then tomorrow at college there will be an exam. Kindly write whatever sir taught. It is not that. It is very important that we take these important points, whatever can make us a better human being, a better person. I think those things are very much important. Once again, sir, we thank you, sir. And now we proceed to the very other important part of this program. I think we've all been good listeners. So it is, I think today a lot of students in Zoom, I think we have to be good listeners, I think, through Zoom. And so I would now request Ms. Radhika, who is the head for the BCA, to kindly take over the session in the question and answer session, ma'am. Radhika, ma'am, over to you. And sir would be very happy to take the important questions and queries that our students have, ma'am. So Radhika, ma'am, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Actually, your talk is so motivational and humor, sir. Most of our students posted, I am strong, I am positive. Like that, we have received lots of messages, sir. This is the real-time example. That is how they are motivated through your speech, sir. Actually, some 63 questions in Q&A box. This is very huge questions we are having. Because this is another real-time example how you are motivated our students. Because while taking the virtual classroom, what is the question you are having, still they are quiet. But during this webinar, they have posted almost 63 questions. So this is the proof of what is the output of this webinar. Really, we thank you, sir, for the wonderful motivational speech, sir. And one of our R. Kirtana from first BCom, she asked, what steps do I need to take to move closer to my goal, sir?
Okay. Now that's a very wonderful question, that what steps I need to take and in order to be closer to my goal. Number one is that the basic difference between a dream and a goal is nothing else but a dream with a deadline. So the foremost is she needs to put a timeline for that, because anything a target without a timeline makes no sense. Number one. Second, there should be clarity of the statement what she says. Now, as a point, I'm just conveying an example. Suppose a person says, I wish to be having a very good job, or maybe I wish to be very successful in my life, or I need to have a lots of money in my life. Now, these are very vague statements. It doesn't offer any clarity. To offer a clarity, one should be very specific. If you're looking forward to a placement, what kind of placement you're looking forward to? If you're looking forward to success, then first define what defines your success, because your parameters of success may be quite different from my parameters. So there should be some measurability, some accountability, and some clarity, and some time frame to make it more sensible. And if possible, whatever you have framed, show it to one of your senior mentor or a guide or a teacher to validate that what you are thinking really makes sense. And I'm sure under the guidance and under mentorship of great teachers like what you have in your Akilandeswari College, that would be really awesome and prideful. Thank you.
Excellent, sir. So one of our second income, or Archana, is asking how to overcome the demotivation, sir.
How to overcome demotivation. First and the foremost is she needs to ask herself why she is demotivated, why she is defocused. Because foremost is you need to surround yourself with people and places and books which are highly, highly positive. Sometimes we say it with humor, not with seriousness. We need to be positive all around, but sometimes positive is not really positive. If somebody has tested positive for COVID, that is not really being positive. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm referring to the psychological part, not on the health issue of the COVID-19. One should never test positive here, but here they should be negative. But when it comes to us, we need to be very, very positive, surrounded by that. So to a great extent, what I have found, if I just transfer this camera of this, I would say, laptop, and I make you show, maybe I don't know whether you're able to see it or not at the backdrop, there's a full library like what I can see at the backdrop of Dr. Ratika Raj. There's a whole library and shelf of good books, what I can see from the madam's backdrop. So is mine. So when you are surrounding yourself with so many good books, and today good audiobooks are also available, good videos are also available, I can, along with Vishwa Yuva Kendra, later on send you across a list of good movies also, English and other regional movies and documentaries, which you can go through and see through, and you will love to be in that company. Because once you are surrounded by so many good people, there is no chance to be demotivated. You'll always be absolutely on the motivated front. That's what I look forward to. Thank you.
Yes, good, sir. And another student, PUST from 3rd BCA, is asking, how can I motivate myself every day, sir?
Remove that word every day and you'll be motivated. Like somebody asked me, how can How can I be always happy? I said, remove that word always and you will be happy. So let's look forward to that.
Such a nice answer, sir. Yes, sir. And one of our staff member is asking,
Staff
sir,
members,
could you
okay.
clarify something about the, yes, sir, clarify something about the intrinsic motivation?
That's a very good word, what our respected staff member has said. Intrinsic motivation. That refers to internal aspiration or internal inspiration. One is external and the other is internal. Now, this only happens once we attach more meaning or purpose to what we are doing. Now, even if I'm, let's say, a staff member in the library, just to give you an example, maintaining the books in the proper order and in a manner which is professional and maintaining the entire environment which is very positive and conducive for learners to come to the library and study. I may just be an assistant in the library, but believe me, the work which I am doing can be indirectly a great support to the study and the research and the search which our dear students of our great college are doing. So if I really take my work as a big contribution to the college studies which I am doing, so this same very routine work can become extremely important and meaningful. So attach meaning to your work, irrespective of whatever you are doing, whether you are doing filing, whether you are teaching, whether you are in the library, or whether you are in the mess, or whether you are there as an instructor, or whether you are the warden. I can tell you from my experience, I've handled multiple portfolios in my earlier part of my innings. Each and every portfolio, I have attached a great value to that. People may not have looked to that value. What is he doing? He's just arranging the books. What is the big deal in that? But I can tell you from my experience, if I'm arranging the books in the well-to-do order, I save a lot of time for our researchers. I save a lot of time for the studies and easy reference to be getting. It's very meaningful. It's very meaningful. So try out that part. Attach meaning. Thank you.
That's a great answer, sir. And one of our third BSc Physics student, Nasreen, is asking, what is the prime quality that a leader should develop?
I personally feel, now that's my personal opinion, don't take it as a verdict. There are two aspects involved to it. One is lead by example. Actions speak louder than the words. Once I do something, that sets the notion. That sets the notion. If I come to my class on time, only then I can expect the students to be coming on time. It's not that I have to be a designated leader to prove my authority. Anybody who is a role model and can act accordingly is a power of influence. So number one was action speak louder than the words. In other words, lead by example. Number second, there should be an element of servant leadership. Our revered father of our great nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji, was a great example of servant leadership. In his bare clothes, half clad, at the grassroots levels, how he worked with the entire masses, even the great Britishers had to lay down. Because he believed that touching upon or serving those who are in pain and helping them out of that pain was his first duty as a leader. And if any leader can imbibe these servant leadership qualities in him or her, this is something absolutely amazing. In fact, tomorrow, Shri S.N. Ahuja ji, who happens to be a great guru to me also. So if you have liked my program today, you can be rest assured. Tomorrow there is even a bigger program which awaits you. So this is what we have learned from these great many mentors who have always guided us. And Vishwa Yuva Kendra has been very, I would say, very focused in identifying such thought leaders across the pan India. We are very fortunate to be associated with them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And Mr. Pradeep of third chemistry is asking, what is mean by progressive thinking, sir?
Now, that's another good thought. There is a difference between positive attitude and progressive attitude. Now, I'm a very positive person. I take life positively. But progressively means positive attitude or positiveness becomes the base from which I can think about for progress. Because ultimately in life, we need to be ambitious. We need to be happy with what we have, but we need to be progressive to what we can achieve. I personally feel that any person you meet is a work in progress. Even a young kid, peer group, super senior citizens, anytime you ask them, they have so many things to achieve. So once we have that achievement in our mind or that ambition in our mind, that perhaps attaches more meaning to what we are doing. And that, to my knowledge, is a progressive attitude built on positive attitude.
Thank you, sir. And second PG Maths K Gayatri is asking, is the leadership needs an experience, sir?
It's a $1 billion question which always comes. Leaders are born or they are made. Well, physically somebody has to be born somewhere. That's okay. But factually speaking, they are made. They are guided. And this guidance starts from your own family first. Your family, your mother and father are the first teacher of your life. Your other respected teachers in school and colleges come much later. You start a training from your home itself. वो कहते हैं ना, the charity first begins at home. So what the respected parents set the standards at home is what the child imbibes in him or her, and that's what they tend to follow in the latter part of their life. I'm of the strong opinion a human being is a combination of two sciences. One is psychology and the other is sociology. Now, psychology, as we all understand, is the study of the frontiers of the mind. But what about sociology? Is the science of the society and its influence, direct or indirect, on the individual personality of the person. So a society plays a very dominant role in framing what we are and what we are about to do. So it plays an important role. Jay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Agree with you, sir. And second PG English of Caroline is asking, how to handle the negative surroundings, sir?
Sorry, could you repeat the question, madam? Could you repeat
Yes,
the
sir.
question?
How to handle, yes, sir. How to handle the negative surroundings, sir? Negative surroundings.
Okay. Now, I'll give you a demo in that. Let me give you a demo, and you will understand from the demo. Let me utilize the same very glass example which I used earlier, few hours back. Now, let's suppose this glass at present is a drinkable glass. I mean, I can drink water. It's fine. But for a moment, just presume that this is dirty water. The water is dirty. Now, how can we fill pure water in this glass if we want to have? There are two methods. One is I just put it down. I mean, just reverse it. And all this dirty water goes down and I fill it up with a tap of pure water and the pure water gets filled up. Very easy. Very easy. So all negativity goes out and the positive water or the pure water gets filled in. Second way, I don't have that option. If at all, I don't have that option. So what I can do? I can open a tap of pure water and then let that tap keep pouring the water inside. You can experiment that at home. So what will happen is after a few seconds, all this dirty water gets to get splash out and it gets splashing out. And the more the water is going in, maybe you have to put in maybe 20 glasses of pure water. But at the time when you are reaching the 19th or the 20th, that pure water equivalent size, you would notice all that dirty water has come out and now that glass is filled with pure water. Now, let's take the example and equate it with our mind. If there is a lot of negativity in the mind, you just cannot have an exercise of reversing your side, that's sheesh asana or something, in which you put your head down and legs up and you feel all the negativity will go out of this head. No, it will not. So what we need to do is, if that option is not available to us, on a daily basis, we need to feed this mind with positivity. Positive books, positive connections, positive phone, good TVs or good programs, good documentaries, good people, good places to visit. So what will happen is that dose of positivity which goes on a regular basis ensures that whatever negativity we have, it may take some time, but there would be a day when that negativity is thrown out and more of positivity exists. Like reading a daily newspaper or daily news which you see on the TV is full with a lot of negativity. But then if we just change our priorities and watch some good documentaries or some good talk shows or attend such good seminars, there's every reason that positivity of those seminars, positivity of those documentaries will help us to achieve positivity and fill out or take out or slash out negativity. That's my proposal.
Okay, thank you, sir. It's the enough answer to her.
So I'm sure there must be many other questions also. But certainly we can choose the specific question because we'll have less time, because I have to be on a show now at 5:30 as well.
Yeah. Sure, sir. Sure.
So no problem.
Yes, sir.
No problem.
Sure, sir.
But
Radhika,
definitely.
if that is the case, you can
Fine,
conclude,
sure,
Radhika.
This is the...
Yeah.
Radhika.
Yes, ma'am.
His chairman,
Yes,
that is our resource person, time is getting late, you know. So you can stop with that.
Okay.
Stop.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Maithili ma'am and
Yes,
Radhika ma'am. So I think the questions itself, they
can mail us. We can answer them.
Yeah,
no problem.
Yeah, sure. We will share with you the questions. And sir, the way you answered the questions, about the glass, about you have really, I think, we sitting here as well, I think we are also feeling that change, and that is really important, sir. And because during this COVID, when there is so much of negativity around and various problems that are going around the country, as we all know, I think your motivation session and talk, I think it is imbibing good in us, and like you showed, just fill yourself with so much of good that there is no negativity, sir. So thank you once again, sir. I would now request Radhika ma'am to kindly convey the vote of thanks. Yeah,
Before Radhika is proposing the vote of thanks, on behalf of Sri Akilandeswari Women's College, It's my pleasure and pride to say, because my first year children are listening to you, sir. So they have a gap between their school education and college education. So we have conducted all the bridge course and all. But one of the motivational technique is body language. Your body language is superb, excellent. And I hope my first year children would have enjoyed your session and they should come out from these things, sir. Thank you, sir. And now I am asking Radhika to propose official vote of thanks.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Good evening to all. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this webinar on leadership and motivational talk conducting by Sri Akilandeswari Women's College in collaboration with Vishwa Yuva Kendra, New Delhi. My foremost thanks to Almighty for His blessings showered on us today. It's my privilege to thank Honorable Line B. Muniratnam Sir, Founder and Chairman, respected Line M. Ramanan Sir, Secretary and former Member Syndicate, Thiruvalur University, Vellore, for giving us an opportunity to organize this webinar. I also wish to express my sincere gratitude to our principal, Dr. S. Maithili ma'am, for providing encouragement and support for all the fruitful activities happening in our college. I would like to extend a special thanks to Ms. K. Suguna, Vice Principal and IQAC Coordinator. Our special thanks to Honorable Motivational Speaker, Mr. Suneel Keswani, the motivator and trainer, for being the speaker in midst of us today. The way he explained the topic is exemplary, and our special thanks to him to share his view on the current topic. Thank you, sir. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation and thanks to the Board of Management, Vishwa Yuva Kendra, New Delhi, and Mr. Uday Shankar Singh, Chief Controller, then Mr. Raj Thomas, Program Associate, and Ms. Tanishka Sharma, Program Associate, Vishwa Yuva Kendra, New Delhi, for their timely work, cooperation, and the excellent coordination. Also, I thank our college heads of the departments, department coordinators, tutors, and non-teaching staffs for their sincere cooperation. My hearty congratulations to all the participants for their active participation in this webinar. And I thank everyone who are all working together with us for the grand success of this webinar. Once again, I thank you one and all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Radhika ma'am. Before we wind up the program, I would just share with you, Keswani sir had shared. Tomorrow we have his guru. Today, for example, we had Dhoni who was playing. Tomorrow we have Sachin Tendulkar who will be coming to the field. So we all look forward to hear them. And this is just the beginning. This is just the day one. This is just the beginning. And I think sir has laid a very wonderful background for Ahuja sir as well. And once again, on the third day, on the 9th, we will be having Keswani sir, who will be joining us. And I just to end with the program, like Maithili ma'am had shared, that these students are all from the rural background and they are looking forward to a lot of they're looking forward to Vishwa Yuva Kendra for a lot of support, and we will always be happy to support them. Just to tell you, ma'am, we are all coming from rural backgrounds, and we all our background is a rural background, and that is how we have come to the mainstream, ma'am. So there is no one in this country who has straight away landed to the urban. Everybody, even our director, Mr. Uday Shankar Singh, he has worked so hard in life, from the rural background. And today he's the chief controller of our organization. That itself is an example for all of us. So we thank you, all the students as well. We thank you all. And we look forward to seeing you actively participate tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be joining at 11 a.m. The webinar starts at 11 a.m. So we had a little bit of confusion and technical issue today, but we have sorted that out. And tomorrow we will be starting the webinar on time. So we thank Radhika ma'am, Maithili ma'am, chairman sir, all the management of Akilandeswari College, and also we thank Rajat Narayanji, our chairman, and we also thank our managing trustee, Shri Sishir Bajaj as well, and all other management and the complete Akilandeswari team and VYK team for this. And especially last and not least, the students and also Keswani sir. Thank you so much, sir. And looking forward to a lot of positivity and a lot of happiness. Thank you so much.
To all.
Thank you so much.